I was somehow lucky enough to receive an invitation to the Dawntrail Media Tour, where I was given the opportunity to test out the level 100 iterations of all 21 of the game's jobs. In order to make sure you can get all the information you want quickly, I've sectioned each of my Media Tour videos into 3 sections. Firstly comes the changes and additions, including tooltips. Then I will talk more in depth on how I feel about the jobs. It's here that I'll talk about the various little bits and pieces that I tested, how this will shift their playstyle, and give you a bit of a primer of exactly what to expect going into the next expansion. Lastly, at the end of the video, I will have a full list of the jobs tooltips from the Media Tour build, including traits. Do please bear in mind that what I played was a development build, and it's totally subject to change, especially potencies, so don't take this as a final product, but it can be very useful to see intention and direction from the developers. Additionally, I had very limited time to test everything, and our play session was at like 400 ping due to needing to route the server access through North America, then all the way to Japan. So what you're going to be seeing from me is definitely not peak gameplay. My apologies, I did the best I could with what we had access to. Jolt 3 was added as a level 84 unlock. It does the same as ever, but it's 360 potency. As a result, Jolt 2 actually lost a bit of damage. Embolden gets a new OGCD combo action coming off of it. This is called Vice of Thorns, and it's simply AoE damage with a 520 potency. Red Mage's AoE combo had its gauge requirements changed, instead becoming a full combo that requires 50 white and black mana to execute instead of the original 60. This just helps bring it in line with its single target offerings. Acceleration gains an additional function, as it now enables you to execute Grand Impact. Grand Impact replaces the Jolt and Impact buttons when it's available, and it's an instant GCD hitting at 540 potency, doing splash damage on nearby enemies. Manification is reworked. Now it doesn't provide you any mana at all, either black nor white. Instead, it gives you 3 stacks of magic swordplay, which lasts for 15 seconds. These stacks let you use either a single target or AoE combo without expending gauge, essentially. Functionally, the skill is pretty much the same, but that melee combo is shifted away from the gauge spend itself. Manification has a new combo OGCD as well, Cineration. This is more damage, this time with an even more crushing 620 potency. The 2 big additions to Red Mage, Cineration and Vice of Thorns, honestly don't change the job almost at all, other than making the burst windows a little bit more intense and active. And as far as I'm concerned, having more things to press within those periods can only be a good thing. Grand Impact is honestly the change which has slightly larger implications. Traditionally, one very useful application of acceleration would be to realign your dual cast nicely for Contra 6 and Flesh after a melee combo, but because now your acceleration is essentially 2 GCDs long instead of 1, it doesn't really serve that function in the same way anymore, meaning that I imagine the default would become using Swiftcast to fulfill that same role. But on the plus side, you now open yourself up to a lot more easy movement opportunities thanks to both this new ability and the reduced cooldown of Swiftcast. It's very strong, but it's not strong enough for you to want to, for example, shift it into your buffed Manification hits. It's just interesting to me that we now have this additional GCD during our standard rotation that does not proc dualcast, and I'm interested to get a bit more time with the job to see how this will change their moment-to-moment gameplay during actual fights. I'm basically done talking about my thoughts, but I'll leave you firstly with the tooltips on everything that was changed or added for the Media Tour build of Dawntrail Red Mage, and secondly, while you look at them, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to my opinions, and have a fantastic rest of your day. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section, and I will do my best to answer as soon as I see them.